Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Today I thought we would do a little build-a-box. This is what we're making. I saw this idea, I think I've seen many of these ideas, using a die. We don't have a die right now that's in the shape of a jar, so I went to the Close to My Heart Cricut shapes. I went in Design Space, and our flower market cartridge has many different vessels for flowers, and one of them is a jar. So I cut it out, and then I did a little slicing to create the lid to fit perfectly on there. And I was using some paper that is no longer available. And again, I apologize that I'm always saying it's no longer available, but like I always say, I'm using up my stash. Use up your stash. This was paper that was available in a collection called Blue Skies this summer. And this has, you can see it's shimmery. It has a coating on there. It's like it has been embossed, heat embossed with a clear embossing. It's really neat paper. Cuts beautifully on my Cricut. The paper I'm using to create the little lid is a new paper that is available. Surprise, surprise. It's called Black Ore paper, O-R-E, and it is really cool. It's the same on both sides. It's this shimmeriness that is just delightful. I have a little image that I colored, and this is from a stamp set. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Stampin' Thin Cuts Birthday Borders. So I just did a little coloring, cut it up a little bit. I put some of it on this one, and I'll use the rest on this one. And I used our tri-blend markers to color that in. Okay. First thing you need to make this is you need the cardstock that you will use to build your box. This is 8.5 inches long by 3.5 inches tall. I scored it at 2.5, 4, 6.5, and 8, and then I whizzed it this way and scored it at 1.5. So the next step is to take your bone folder, do a little crease. This is our candy apple paper. This is just a plain paper. I didn't think it was good use of my fancy paper to put it on the inside box where no one would see it. And I'm just using my bone folder to give this a nice crease on all of my score lines, giving it a nice burnish so the folds are crisp. The next thing we need to do is we need to remove this little rectangle that's down here. We won't be needing that. So you cut straight up to the score line, and then I'm going to wedge into the other rectangle just to give it a little bit of an angle cut, and then I will do an angle cut up at the top as well. That removes some bulk and it makes it easier to assemble. Then you need to cut up, this is on the 1.5 inch side, so this is to make the bottom of our box. And you just cut straight up. Then I will take some liquid adhesive and get it on here on the tab. Fold this over and fold the other part over to meet up. Give it a little rub and a little press so that it stays together. So this is the back of the box. The first thing I do is fold in the two flaps. Then this flap here I will give a little adhesive. Fold it over. And then this other flap I will give a little adhesive and fold it over. Okay. Now I've got a little box here, and I'll use my bone folder to press that down so hopefully everything stays together. Next thing I want to do is attach my little lids to the tops of my jars. I think they're so sparkly and pretty. And these are fun little boxes. You can fit several different things in them. I have a couple of different examples that I will show you after we get this put together. The other thing we need to do is, because this is rounded, I need to take a little bit off of the bottom. So I have my trimmer here, and I am just going to line it up with the bottom rail here and scoot it down to the 1/2 inch mark and cut off about a 1/2 inch. And I will do the exact same thing. Bring it to the rail, slide it down to the 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm drawing my blade toward me. I find when I draw my blade toward the edge that I have my paper butted up against, my paper doesn't shift and get wonky on me. Okay, so let's glue these cute little jars onto our box. And I created these in Design Space. Flower Market cartridge is one that we had many years ago, and it is now available as part of an All Your Access Pass if you have Design Space access. It should be a free cut. You, of course, could go to barb@closetomyheart.com, scroll your way to the bottom, and you'll see the little Cricut guy. Click on it, and that will take you directly to the Cricut site where all of the Close to My Heart Cricut cartridges reside. You can purchase Cricut stuff that's close to my heart. You can also venture beyond the Close to My Heart stuff and purchase other things. As a consultant with Close to My Heart, I am considered a Cricut affiliate, so I do earn a little bit of a commission. I don't know how much. I don't know that anyone but me has ever purchased it, and I don't really pay attention to that because I think it's so little for me. There are many, many Close to My Heart who do gangbuster business and really make a lot of money, and I'm in it for the discount. You know me. Always willing to go more, do more. And I'm just taking some black and white twine, tying it around there. I thought it needed a little something. And let's see if I can make a little bow. See how that works. I don't like to fiddle with bows too much. Give a little trim, and that's not bad. So there you go. You can see my little box, and inside you can fit some things in there. In this one, I threw in 6 tea bags. It's the perfect size for tea bags. I thought that was really sweet. This one I used bluebird paper with the black ore again to give it a little shimmer. I ran the little jar shape through my spellbinder with it's a new dot embossing folder that we have that's in our new catalog. So I just put some embossed dots on both sides. And this one I just threw some little Dove chocolates in there. And the last one I have to show you is this one. I got these bats are a thin cut, and they were from a Halloween set from a year or 2 ago, and I actually got it on the clearance. And so it was a pretty reasonable price that I was willing to pay for Halloween. I don't buy a lot of Halloween just because we don't get trick-or-treaters where I live in the country. But this holds those little M&M dudes. Always yummy. So there you have it. Build a box for September. You can make all of these cute little goodies. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.